Today, we're getting all the achievements in a game called Donut County. A lot of people might not have even heard of this indie game, but it's an absolute must play. It only takes a few hours to complete and has 20 achievements, but half of those achievements are missable. Not to worry though, you can always use Chapter Select to go back and get anything you've missed. I'm Phoenix, this is Dex,
Hola.
and we're going to 100% Donut County. Dex, do you want to explain what we're doing?
We start off our game at Mira's house, but before doing anything else we needed to quack.
One eternity later.
I should have started counting, man.
Well, you just did too. And after a lot of quacking, we finally got that achievement. During the text conversation with the Raccoon, you find out that someone's honking right in front of the donut shop and he wants it gone. So he just straight up murders the guy with a hole. Now switching to Raccoon, he thinks he's playing a game, but this does not seem to be the case, because 6 weeks later, everything is gone and all the villagers are underground.
Left click to deploy hole? White woman on Twitter be like.
And then we went to the first real level, where there was also an achievement. But before that we needed to learn the mechanics. And it was pretty simple. If it fits in the hole, it went in. Even people, so we murdered another one. We learned our fire mechanic and we could blow up an air balloon, which granted us another achievement. But sadly we couldn't kill the guy in the air balloon. Which ended up being a good thing, because the people in the hole figured out that he could probably help us get out. So now we were following the route where the air balloon went and killed a bunch more people. And spit out a bunch of rabbits. The next achievement was pretty simple again. We needed to grab some stones, make our hole big enough, eat a campfire. Then we needed to pick up a piece of coal, which would make a massive flame out of our hole and set the camper on fire. Back in the hole, everyone was just yapping about how much of a pyromaniac we were, but we ignored them and just moved on to learn a new fire trick by shooting up fireworks and murder someone off a cliff.
Oh, I've been fallen!
While they were talking about our 5 big booms, we were already on our way to the next achievement, where we needed to complete a level without getting the boombox and just listen to the tunes while doing it. Which sounds pretty easy, but actually was not as easy as it looks, because the hole can get pretty big. Just like people, the Raccoon was playing the game on the toilet and bought some energy drink upgrade for another achievement.
Speaking of energy drinks, are you tired of drinking generic bitter coffee?
Yep.
Want something new, something fresh? Try Gamer Supps. You can drink such amazing flavors as anime girl thighs, titty milk, and even old irrelevant meme from 4 years ago.
Emotional damn.
You can have these and many more great flavors. Get yourself a free sample pack plus 10% off your next order using code DEX.
After enjoying that drink, we got ourselves a catapult upgrade, which will be our next mechanic. So we can now grab items and throw them in the air, like this egg, and hit that switch. This will spit out a bunch more eggs and will net us another achievement. We learned a new technique with the catapult technique and killed another person, and then just went on to cook.
Yes! Hell yeah!
But this was a pretty big pain, because every time we added a new ingredient, a new cockroach kept coming. But in the end, the chef loved it and it brought him to tears. And the chef was so happy we got another achievement. We took down these 2 towers for no reason. We got his free chopper and decided to take down the place where it all began, the donut shop. And it even gave us our 8th achievement. We've been going through the game pretty fast, so we decided to take a break at the ghost house. We got pretty scared there by a cat, so we decided to punish it with death. And after that, we had a lovely time at the theme park and fully destroyed it. And look at that, with the destruction it gave us another achievement. As it turns out, we sucked up a possum in the ghost house, and he was able to locate a hot air balloon. So we went on our way to check it out and find it. We had to shoot a few raccoons up there to drag it down, but the raccoon police showed up and we had to take it down as well. We shot the raccoon up in the hot air balloon and he was just heavy enough to pull the hot air balloon into the hole. What comes down must go back up again, this time with us. And we decided to hack into the lair of the Raccoon King, which gave us another achievement, and now we're halfway there. For our next set of achievements we needed a few keys. The first one was at the security hall, where we needed to grab a panda to pull the shelf down. Inside the room we were able to put in a secret code, which opened up a vault. But before we were able to go to the vault, we needed to pull down the rabbit cages with a frog and get to Maiden. The rabbits were everywhere, but at least we were able to enter the vault for our 11th achievement. The next room was a big pain that took way too long, but for our 12th achievement, we needed to shoot down the screen the Raccoon King was complaining on, which was pretty easy with the fireworks. And after completing that room, we made our way to the Trash King's hideout, and he had this massive throne filled with trash. It turns out that the Raccoon King had this pretty cool drone that he wants to use to take us down. And you know what? We'll just let him. Because for our next achievement, we need to let him defeat us. This took actually longer than taking him down, due to how little damage he actually does. So we let him fill our hole a few times so he can take us down.
What did he say?
After getting taken down, we even got a nice little extra cutscene, which made it look like everything that happened so far was a video game. But we still needed to take down the Trash King, this time without taking any damage. We ran around to keep our hole from being blasted, but each time it became a little bit harder due to the new obstacles being put there. After a few times we had shot up enough bombs to give us enough time to shoot a hacker USB in its behind to take it down and give us the achievement. We got our next 2 achievements pretty much straight away, by destroying the statue of the king and taking down Palace with our tornado, to finally end this boss battle once and for all. We took a little victory lap by shooting all the people's lives we destroyed out of the hole, and when only we were left, we got the achievement for saving everyone from that hellhole. Now you only have a few things left to do, starting with looking through the Trashpedia, because apparently after beating the game, we unlocked a secret item there, and by looking at this item we are one step closer to the 100%. And this brings us to the end of the journey, and back where it all began, the donut shop. For one quick achievement, we had to fly through the donut hole, a hole you don't actually get sucked into without the ability to leave. The final achievement was also in the endgame area, but we had to look for him in the air. After a long flight up the anchor, we finally found the Raccoon King's pirate ship and took one last look at him to get our final achievement. Well, this was our Donut Country 100% experience, and overall it's a pretty fun game, especially for an indie. Even though there wasn't any voice acting, the incredible writing still kept us entertained and made us laugh multiple times. And for the gameplay alone, it's enough to make it worth playing anytime. Rating it out of 10, I would give this a solid 8. And this is mainly because I just wished it was a bit longer. 2 hours just wasn't enough, and just like when I eat a donut, I crave more. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this.